Hi guys, how's it going? My name is Evan, coach of 2 Infinite and Beyond. Pew pew pew. Together with my teammates Kim Nice, Chasing, and our honorary member Kaizen. This is our top 8 match. This is the first playoff match for our team in the LML, and we are going up against Puff Puff Pass from the other side of the bracket, the other division called the Rose Group, and we are from the Peony Group. So this is someone that we have never faced before, in our regular season, and we've been looking at the other side of the bracket all through the season and seeing how they perform. And they have a very strong team, and they've been playing very well, coming in with very good and very interesting prep every time for each week during their regular season. So Puff Puff Pass, their teammates are Jiggly Dreams, my fellow mod and fellow league council member for our LML, and then his teammates are Stevie D and Bepis. Um, yeah, they've been coming up with very creative sets, like I said, and they've been playing pretty well, making good trades also throughout the season to improve their team to get to this point. So let me quickly introduce the teams. Oh right, before everything, on my left here is Dom Toretto. I think you can see from our video title that we are coming up with nicknames with the theme of the Fast and the Furious franchise. So I decided to put him here on my stream. This is me almost 24 hours after the match happened. So I'm coming up with a intro and an outro for the video. A few things to take note before everything starts. I think this is the 2 minute mark, right? So I finally understood why my video always has this double sound every time I click a button. Like every time a button gets clicked in Sword and Shield, it has this ping sound, and you will hear a double ping. That's because I turned on desktop audio for my Mac, so that I can hear my teammates and us discussing during the battle. So I think I'll turn off the sound in my streaming software so that you only get one sound for the recording. So that also made the video lag a bit. So I think the best viewing experience for our match, unfortunately, would be to play the video in 1.5x speed or 2x speed if you're able to if you are able to follow the match in 2x speed. It might be a bit too fast. Yeah, because what's interesting is the sound from the game and from my teammates are okay. It's just the video quality that becomes worse. I think because of my laptop, and it skips a lot of frames. But the more important thing is that you can hear what we have discussed all the way throughout the game, because I feel like at every turn of the game, in this best of three, we require a lot of teamwork and discussion to come up with that best move, right, within that 1 minute of allocated time. And I think somehow we just managed to come together, three people and three minds together, discussing about one game, discussing about the board state, what mons they have in the back, and how we can make every turn of the way as perfect as possible to try and win the game. So without further ado, I'm going to introduce both teams. This is the first time we are fighting against Puff Puff Pass, and this is their team that they have. Tapu Fini, Metagross, Mimikyu, and the Latios Raikou was originally Latios. So I would think that the Tapu Fini, Metagross and Mimikyu forms actually a very good core, right? Because they always threaten a Shadow Sneak on the Mimikyu. When it was originally Latias, the Latias could also bulldoze. Yeah, however, they have three mons that were weak to Ghost and kind of dark moves. Therefore, switching out the Latios into Raikou, I think that's a very big step up. And their Raikou threatens some of our mons like Skarmory and Milotic. So this Fini, Raikou, Metagross and Mimikyu core is something that we would expect to see coming into the game. And they also have an additional sort of a trick room, very strong offensive trick room core in Runerigus, and you can see a small Meryl there and Fungus. Even Scrafty and Centiskorch can sort of work well in Trick Room. However, what's more important is the Runerigus is a very good anchor in their team, if they manage to set up Trick Room, then Fungus can proc the policy on Runerigus with like Giga Drain or even just like Absorb, and then Mario can also proc it with Aqua Jet, and Mimikyu can proc it with Shadow Sneak, and that makes that Runerigus with a very high base attack stat, very bulky, and very offensive in Trick Room. With Max Quake and Max Phantasm, it hits a lot. It hits a lot of typings, and it's very good to kind of snowball. Max Quake to keep giving itself boost, and then Max Phantasm to lower our defense so that the next max move does more, and that could be very devastating if Trick Room is set up and nothing from our team can outspeed the Runerigus. So the last one here we have like Scrafty and Centiskorch. I think they might come, they might not come, because like we do have like quite solid threats against both Scrafty and Centiskorch. Centiskorch is 4x weak to rock moves, and it's also very frail, very weak to Dracovish. In another sense, it's because it's very defensive. It has a high defense stat, right? But it has a low special defense stat. Then it might also be weak to mons like Zapdos with Airstream and our Milotic with water type moves. And Scrafty, as long as we prepare like some form of fairy move, I think the Scrafty should feel threatened. And more importantly, we have Milotic with competitive, and that I think should discourage the Scrafty from coming, and therefore that can enable mons like Dracovish and Sandaconda, our physical attackers, to do as much damage as possible. And that can also sort of affect Victini if we choose to bring a physical set for our Victini. Yeah, so with that, I think I'll do this time. I'll introduce our team. First of all, I'm going to go through why we benched Musharna and Skarmory, like you can see in this blacked out zone in our box over there on the left. So Musharna is because there's not much Musharna can do. We can only try and stop Trick Room with Musharna. However, if Trick Room goes up, I think it's better if we try and play in it, because Fungus is slower than Musharna, and we can't try and invest in just a Iron Ball to make Musharna move fast, but after that still not do good damage or move further in the game when Trick Room is set up. So we decided to bench Musharna because it always feels threatened. Additionally, they have 2 ghost type mons, right? Mimikyu and Runerigus and Scrafty, and that threatens the Musharna with super effective damage. Then the next one we are benching is Skarmory, because they have a Raikou. They upgraded their Latios into Raikou, and it threatens our sort of a one-hit KO onto Skarmory, especially when they have a couple of mons that can outspeed our Skarmory. And I think even when Trick Room is set up, we can't like Iron Defense in time to do body press into most of their mons, because they have Tapu Fini, fairy type, and then like I said, Mimikyu and Runerigus are ghost types. So the only move we have for them will be will be body press, and we can't hit them for damage. Then that also would kind of require like Skarmory to do some steel move, steel wing or iron head, and Skarmory doesn't have that much defense in the first place, so it might not work as well. We can try like a curse set for Skarmory, but that would kind of require our opponents to set the Trick Room up for us, and I don't think we can afford that, because they do have the power to hit fast and hit hard, and that's something that we cannot recover from. So that's why we're benching both Musharna and Skarmory. And here, all 8 of the mons in our roster are mons that we can bring into the battle, especially when this is a best of 3 format. So we can change our mons up between player 1 and then player 2. We can choose 3 out of the 4, and we can change up these 3 mons between games. So this is our player 1 slot. I admit that I don't watch Fast and Furious, so I don't know who is Tej Parker. So these are nicknames that my teammates suggested to me. So Wigglytuff is Frisk and Wigglytuff is Iron Ball. So we can outspeed only Runerigus in Trick Room. We can't outspeed Fungus. So hopefully, if they tend to want to set up Trick Room in their game 1, maybe we can adjust in game 2 to bring Wigglytuff to help us reflect and light screen in Trick Room, and also heal pulse before the Runerigus even does damage. So hopefully this works out, because we can't get we cannot get redirect, like the Fungus will redirect our heal pulse, so this card could still be quite risky. And then Shadow Ball is just to do as neutral damage as possible into all of their mons, except for Porygon Z. So our next member in player 1 slot would be a Victini that has the potential to Dynamax. So we choose a few of our mons that we feel are going to Dynamax, and then we make them as offensive as possible. So you can see that this Fini is max HP, and the special attack goes up to a jump point. So Victini's item is special because we don't want Victini to get redirected by Fungus's attacks. So that could help Victini, do as much damage as possible into Metagross if Fungus is on the field, even Porygon Z. So safety goggles is really important on our Victini. And then these are the coverage moves that we give it. Fire Blast instead of Overheat this time, because it's gonna get boosted by Victory Star. It's gonna be very accurate, 93%, and it does as much damage as possible without lowering our special attack, unlike what Overheat does. Then Thunderbolt coverage for Fini and Mariel, maybe, and then Scorching Sands, very good to boost our special defense, especially when we want our partner, the player 2 slot, to also boost up as well. And Protect is also very important in multi-battles. Then Dracovish, we call it I Got Family. You're gonna see in the game that we have a very unique lead that we are gonna bring into for every game, and you can see our nicknames that way. So Victini has to be Scarf because their fastest mon is Raikou, and if they don't Scarf any of their mons, the Dracovish should be able to outspeed everything, and we have Ice Shard on our Sneasel to sort of combo with this Choice Scarf attacks. And probably the only attack we want to click actually is Fisher's Rend. Here you can see that our speed is not max speed and we are adamant, so Fisher's Rend does as much damage as possible, and the only reason why is because the speed is just enough to outspeed Raikou. So the moves here are Fisher's Rend, Ice Fang just in case we have to go up against Fungus in a 1v1, Bulldoze so that we can protect and Bulldoze to lower our opponent's speed by 1 and enable Dracovish's partner. And then Substitute, if we Scarf Substitute, then we should be able to sort of avoid 3 max moves, right? Or get the attention into Dracovish, because we set a sub first, so they might want to double target into Dracovish. At the same time, if we max, this can be max guard. Then this is Hops, because it's rock type, and I understand the Hops character is played by the Rock, Dwayne Johnson. So the item here is Yachi Berry. We used to put Babiri Berry for the Metagross, but in practice we didn't think that Credili would stay in front of a Metagross, and we have Victini on this side to deal with it, even Dracovish to some extent. Therefore we chose the Yachi Berry just in case they go for a Dynamax Porygon Z strategy, and our rock type Credili resist Max Strike, and their next best attack would be Max Ice, Max Hailstorm. So Credili is max HP and very bulky, no EVs in special attack, and slow, so that hopefully in Trick Room we move first as much as possible, right? Not in front of like Runerigus and Fungus. Then these are the moves. Giga Drain to hit everyone for at least neutral damage. We really need to take care of that Tapu Fini, because I feel like Zapdos might not be enough to take care of Tapu Fini. And Leech Seed is important because everyone can get Leech Seeded except for Fungus. And then Stockpile to boost our defense and use Leech Seed to stay on the field as much as possible. Very similar to what Ferrothorn wants to do. Yep, so that's our player 1 slot. And in the game, we in our game plan, we mostly want to lead with Dracovish and bring our grass and fire type in the back. This forms our very strong fire water grass core that we have always been putting into one player slot, be it player 1 or player 2. Then here's our player 2 slot. I'm quite excited with this, right? Like going through a game plan for a best of 3. It requires a lot, like a bit more team building instead of trying to win a best of 1, because it's tough to win 2 games in a row, especially when your opponent also prepares like a few different ideas, right, to try and secure 2 games out of 3 in a best of 3, and there's a lot of room to adjust and adapt, especially when you find out your moves and items from the opponent in the first game. So back to our player 2 slot, let's just go down to Sneasel first. See, so this is no gravity, and we're putting it beside I have family. So that's the meme from Fast and Furious. No, I don't need gravity, right? I got family. Then Sneasel here has to be Sash, I feel, so that it takes at least 2 moves and does the most impact on the field. Whenever does the most impact whenever it's on the field. Then the moves that we give Sneasel are very important. It only has 4 to choose from. It's max speed and max attack, just to outspeed the Porygon Z. Yeah, we can't outspeed Raikou, interestingly. So our play for against Raikou would be always lead Sneasel and Dracovish, and then we go for Ice Shard to break a potential Sash. If it's not Sash, we can do something else to Raikou's partner, and then Dracovish just goes for Raw, Fisher's Rend, Adamant in boosted by the Scarf and the Fisher's Rend double damage. So foul play is important for both their very offensive Dynamax mons, right? Metagross and the Runerigas. Yeah, so if they proc it with Shadow Sneak, then if Sneasel outspeeds, the foul play should one-hit KO Dynamax, Metagross or Runerigas. Taunt is important for Fungus, and also sort of to discourage them from setting up Trick Room if we show Taunt in game 1. Then Ice Shard is to break Sash, or for this case, very unique, right? Break Mimikyu's disguise so that the Fisher's Rend will move next. So if they think that we are Scarf, they might feel comfortable keeping Mimikyu in because they would think that Sneasel will move after Dracovish. So Fisher's Rend goes first to break the disguise, and then Sneasel can't do much damage into Mimikyu. So this is the opposite. We're going for Ice Shard first to break the disguise, then KO with the Fisher's Rend. And Fake Out is always super important if they don't lead with their ghost types. So that was the first member, and then the second member here would be Zapdos, the most important tool for us to beat Fini and Metagross in the end game. If Metagross keeps going for Steel Spikes, then we come in with Heat Wave, and our item is Life Orb. So the Metagross is just fast enough to outspeed Porygon Z, which is a very important benchmark, because if Porygon Z wants to snowball with max strikes, we can go for the max airstream first to offset that speed drop and allow Zapdos' partner to outspeed the Porygon Z to do damage. So Zapdos is just full offense with the standard coverage moves of Electric and Flying. Yeah, and Detect is just super important. Next up, we have Letty, our... Oh yeah, who is Zapdos? Zapdos is Brian. Yeah, that's the guy who passed away. Paul Walker. Yeah, Brian O'Connor. I have no idea who... Oh yeah, I know Letty is this guy's wife in the movie. So it's very funny that both are snakes. Toretto and Letty. Yeah, that was so funny when we thought of this. So competitive with max HP. The Milotic is here if the Scrafty comes, because then we can abuse the fact that they're going to intimidate us, and then it's a bit of investment in special attack, a lot in special defense, because this is my a good tool against the Porygon Z. Then Icy Wind to negate our speed drops, Life Deal to help the team, Helping Hand to help maybe like Victini or Dracovish to do more damage on the player one side, and then Muddy Water just to do damage. Yeah, but we don't really see Milotic coming, especially in our practice matches, and I feel like the Milotic is always the good deterrent to bring in team preview if anyone has Intimidate on the opposing side. So the last one we have is our second like Dynamax candidate. Very high chance we are maxing Victini, Sandaconda or Zapdos. So standard set with very important max quick and max steel spike, and then the steel spike boosts our defense so that we can body press to kill something like Scrafty and even Metagross in the end game if we feel that the ground move might not be enough. So the Sandaconda has a very high base defense stat. Therefore, we invest quite a lot in defense for the body press to do as much as possible. And then the attack is quite mediocre. However, we are giving Sandaconda the weakness policy. The only way we can self-proc weakness policy would be the Credili with Giga Drain. However, we want them to proc the policy for us because Sandaconda has a few weaknesses, like sort of that they can target down. Like Fini has a water move, Fungus has a grass move, even Mariel maybe, and any move that they want for coverage, like Wood Hammer on Mimikyu or Solar Beam, some grass move on Porygon Z. Then and even the ice move on Metagross. So once we get bulky and we Dynamax, they proc the policy, and then our next either max move or our next move will be more powerful. The Sandaconda has no speed investment, so it can try and outspeed fast Metagross in Trick Room, which is what happened in the match. So that's interesting to look out for. Yep. So otherwise, that's the team. I usually put our player 1 here and our player 2 here, and what you're gonna see will be best of 3. So so just stay tuned after that first match because it's totally not over, and yeah, and unfortunately you guys have to try and watch there are gonna be a lot of skipped frames, so I would say try to watch the video in 1.5x speed or 2x speed. Yeah, with that, just enjoy the match. It was a very intense one. It was very well played on both sides, and you can hear from from me, Hakim, and Andrew, Kaizen. We were in core, three of us. We were really scrambling and we were really trying to come up with the best play possible, and it requires a lot of teamwork and a lot of communication. So yeah, enjoy the match, and I'll come back with a post-match review. Okay,
One
3,
button
2,
away.
1, go. Going to shower first. It's coming home. No, it's
It's
coming Rome.
it's going to
Going
Rome.
Rome. Ah.
Okay,
Uh,
got it.
Coming home, you go home lah. You drive home from
Team
in-laws, man.
Nice in player 1. Team Nice in player 1. Stevie D
Okay,
and okay, so
PAIB.
it's
Fine.
Stevie D. It's not Dashiell, so it's not
Yep,
Baptiste.
yep. So it's Jiggly and
Yeah.
Stevie.
So
Okay.
remember, fire, water, grass, fire, water, grass, and Wiggly on the same slot. Sneasel, Senda, Milo, Zapdos. Then after this, the winner will declare the player 1 again, so that the loser gets a chance to adapt. I thought you washing car at your wife's husband's.
I don't understand. What the winner gets to declare the? I don't understand.
In between game 1 and 2, you can swap the player 1 and player 2 slot.
But the first
Okay.
one to make the call is
The
the
winner.
winning team, so the
Yes.
losing team
See.
can then shoot. Yeah,
Oh, okay. So now it's both decide at the same time.
yeah.
Right.
Yes. Okay, I need some time to write down all the mons, and I will set my timer this time. Because if we need to
Yeah.
stall since the start, if we need to end the game in 10 turns, right, to get a mon advantage, we try our best to do that. But the problem is we might have to
Don't
play
jinx
fast.
the stream, Yuma. Don't
Yeah.
jinx.
We might have to play fast early because they might go turn 1 explode. Then we need to catch up. So I'm bringing family. You're bringing family 1.
I'm bringing family 1. Wigglytuff, Victini, Dracovish, Credily.
Oh, it looks weird, right? With Sneasels that both on the same side. Now that I realize.
No.
But as long as the Sneasel and the
Okay, I'm clicking let the battle begin.
Yep. As long as Sneasel
Get in
and
the battle zone.
Sneasel and the Who are on the different side, like Sneasel and Credily, then it might, make them scared. Yeah, they might lead Metagross because they see the Credily.
Fire.
So citrus. It's choppy when the
Correct.
game starts. Oh, does my when I press buttons, is there a double sound? Because I think I eliminated the double sound.
Can you sing the England Coming Home song? We play Gym Leader next one.
Can you play Gym Leader next one?
Huh? I
I'll
want to
try
hear you
and
singing
remember.
It's Coming Home, can or not?
Wow, imagine the England people get so crazy about Pokemon Sword and Shield, then they play soccer, then they go, oh, 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 oh. Oh,
Every single goal we score later. Okay. If your
Every
score.
single goal. Okay. Okay, so once he starts, right, team preview starts. Once mom says okay, he starts.
Okay.
I'll write down the mons. So player 1, oh, not yet.
Not yet.
Player 1 is currently Stevie D. Yeah. Okay, we just need to fight 8 out of these 10 mons. Well, I'll be quite happy to see Mario actually.
Alright, here we go.
Okay.
Isn't that mustard?
Here
I
we go.
don't know. Here we go. Hey, how come they got 5 mons?
What the heck?
Oh,
Excuse me. But I think that's
Excuse
fine.
the
me.
wheezing. I think the wheezing is an extra, right? They don't have wheezing on their
They don't have,
roster.
they don't have.
Wait, it's level 40, so I suppose it's extra. I
Yeah,
don't know.
they try to
Yeah,
guess.
and they don't have wheezing on their roster. Yeah.
Okay.
So you're right.
our
The Mimikyu,
prediction.
right? The Mimikyu and the Raikou are on the same side.
Okay, Fungus and Fini on the same side, which means they should be bringing only one.
Okay, no Mario,
Sorry, wait.
no Scrafty. Good.
Okay.
That means
DVD is player 1.
player
Okay,
1, yes.
Yeah, makes sense.
No
Okay.
Scrafty. Okay, nice.
Mm.
So that means Dracovish need to put a lot of work.
Mimikyu
Okay.
and Runrigus on the same side, so they cannot self-proc the Runrigus.
Okay.
So I have a feeling the Runigus will be left behind, and
That means the policies on the Metagross.
it might be Fungus PZ, right?
I could live with that also.
Then I'm going.
But we have an
Sneasel.
answer for that.
Yep.
Okay. So I'm going with
Oh, 10 seconds.
Dracovish.
10 seconds.
Yep.
I will leave behind Wigglytuff.
Okay, I'm leaving behind Milo. Bye bye,
Okay.
Letty. Okay, okay guys, watch this. We're gonna lead, right? No gravity, I got family. That's from our end. We will see I got family, no gravity. But from their end, they will see no gravity, I got family. Alright, I got family. Come on, Dom, bless us.
Dominic Toretto.
So Fungus, Metagross, Center Scotch, Fini. You need to see their leads.
Yeah, Fire
Okay,
Water
I'll start
Grass is
the
on
I'll start the
one.
timer now.
Okay.
Okay,
Oh, okay. Passive lead. Passive lead.
Fungus P1. You can actually switch out to Credity, right? I can taunt.
Yeah, that's right.
That was the plan, yeah.
You see that? We got family, guys.
Yes, I got family, no gravity. Let's go.
But sometimes family gotta take a break, so we're gonna switch out, right? We're switching it out, right?
I think so, right? Switch
Yeah,
out
we should switch it
to
out.
Credily, and we can set up stockpile. And
Yeah,
then
we should.
I taunt. Do I taunt the Mimikyu or taunt the Fungus?
You taunt the Fungus because you don't want Sneasel to get spored.
If they set
but
up,
even if Sneasel gets spoiled, it's fine, right? Right? Because like, if I want to taunt the Mimikyu to try and stop like something like Swords Dance or Will-O-Wisp.
should call the. I mean, we need to know the item, right? Okay,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna switch out first.
Yeah.
now,
So do
now
I
it's
taunt the Mimikyu or the Fungus? I think
Ah.
Mimikyu, right? Because
It will likely be mental hurt, but at least we confirm
yeah.
the item.
Okay, I'll taunt
so,
Mimikyu. I'll taunt Mimikyu.
Okay.
at least we get the item.
They're also gonna be afraid of fake out. So they really wanna maybe just set up trick. Whoa, wow, welcome Hops. Look at these Hops. The rock. Nice.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
yep,
then we
so-
taunted them. We taunted the Fungus at least. That means Mimikyu is free to go for anything. So not Mimikyu, the Sneasel. Oh,
Alright. Okay, that's even.
that's very good actually. Okay, so for you it's a
So-
free I don't have protect. Oh, but it doesn't have spore. It doesn't have spore. Yeah, so for you it's a free stockpile here.
Okay.
But for me, what do? Do I Ice Shard or do I foul play into Mimikyu?
We should. Okay, he's gonna play rough the Sneasel, and do we need Sneasel to stuff or not?
Okay.
Okay, I'll click stockpile.
We need Sneasel to
so
foul
now we-
play the Metagross. But then I only have
Right.
Standard Conda or Zapdos to switch in. Wait. They haven't set up Trick Room. Right?
Yeah,
They
they
haven't.
haven't.
Yeah.
They haven't. They haven't.
So what do I
But
do?
don't
Do
use foul play. Don't reveal it.
Okay.
Don't reveal it.
So I'll just Ice Shard the...
Okay, I'll-
I'll Ice Shard the Fungus.
Stockpile.
Yeah. I'll Ice Shard the Fungus. Cause if they foul play us, I think that's fine.
Oh, Mewmat, we are not foul playing.
Okay, this is Metagross. This is Metagross. Okay, this is good. This is good. So we don't want them to set up Trick Room.
Oh shit, my battery. Oh, hold on.
Yeah, I should have taunted the Mimikyu.
Oh, nice. Charge stand.
I think the Metagross is AV though. This is actually fine. Okay, Hakim, I need you to.
What did they do?
They went for Swords Dance and Hard Switch into.
Swords Dance.
Yeah, I'm gonna Ice Shard the Mimi.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'll need you to maybe Giga Drain or Leech
Oh, it's
Seed
not my
them.
Switch, it's my laptop.
Okay. Yeah, I think you might need to
what
Giga Drain the. Actually, he's gonna steal Spike, right? This turn he
can't
can max.
Oh yeah, he can max.
He can
yeah.
max. This turn he can max. Do you want to protect?
Yeah, we can scout it first. Correct.
I don't. They won't. I don't think they will. They won't steal Spike. No, they won't. Shadow Sneak themselves because they are plus
Yeah,
2.
they are +2.
speed.
Correct.
Yeah, you can either Leech Seed or protect.
I think we just scout first, right?
Protect, right? Okay. Then I'll Ice Shard the.
yeah.
I'll Ice Shard the Mimikyu.
Okay.
They should max here. Or they don't.
Oh, did you-
No, they don't. Okay. Interesting.
I think they want to kill the. I think they will double the Sneasel this time.
This is good though, cause I get a free switch. Eject?
Yeah, and we can max.
Oh, that's Key Berry. Okay. Oh no, it's Snowball.
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 Oh my gosh, really? It's +3 now.
Yep. That's fine.
It's fine.
Okay,
Oh.
nice.
Oh, they got
Nice.
greedy, I guess. Oh, they got
Nice.
greedy.
Nice.
Oh.
Just
Yeah,
that-
you know
now,
what? Do
now
now,
you can
now,
foul play the
now.
Mimikyu.
Yeah, now then we can.
But what do you do, right? Do you sack? Do you sack Credit?
We can't max now. We can't max now. I think we survived one Iron Hit, right?
Yes, but the Mimikyu might not die to the foul play.
It's +3.
Okay.
You have stab.
Yeah. Do you want to just Leech Seed then, right? Leech Seed into
Yeah,
the
I
Mimikyu
think
in
I'll
case
Leech Seed.
because my
Yeah.
Sandaconda and my Zapdos can do a lot of damage into Metagross, and then what we need
Correct,
is the Mimikyu gone.
Correct.
And you don't Leech Seed the Metagross because
Correct.
there's a Fungus switching. So I'll foul
Yeah.
play and then you Leech Seed the Mimikyu.
We seed the Mimikyu. Yep. We might max here. Haha, they do. That's fine. It's totally fine, right?
Yeah, that's so weird.
That's totally fine.
What's Mimikyu's max speed?
His base speed is 96, right? His
Yeah,
speed.
because
Is
it
it
might
or-
outspeed my Zapdos.
Hey.
He might go for Phantasm. Wow, that definitely kills a regular Mimikyu, huh? Okay, they really
But they're
want
really
me.
scared of our.
Nice.
Wow, he survived!
Wow, we
Nice.
Oh my
survived.
Plus
Oh my
3.
god.
Can you
That's
imagine
+3.
surviving a plus 3?
Oh. Last week we had +1, so. Wow.
Jeez, this Mimikyu is weak. And we still have our
Okay.
Sash. We still have our Sash.
Okay, so
That's a waste
now
of
who
a
can max?
Dynamax. Mimikyu can max, that means
That
me.
means now it's
Now
my
you
turn,
can
right?
max, yeah. You can even go Victini
We
because
want
I'm
to-
protecting you.
Just bring in the bikini. Yeah,
Of
yeah.
course.
Just bring in the bikini.
Right?
Yes.
Right? Are we doing it? We're
Of
gonna do
course,
it, right?
we should.
Let's do it.
I'm protecting
Let's
you, that's the
go.
problem. I'm faster than Mimikyu. You are faster than the Mimikyu faster than you, it doesn't matter. The Mimikyu max guards, you
and
kill
we save
the.
our search.
Yeah.
You kill the Metagross. Yeah. Let's
Crazy.
Here we go, guys. Here we go.
What a good position.
X flare into the Metagross.
Of course, yeah. So I'm gonna foul play again. What's going on? Why will you max the Mimi PU?
Maybe you.
PU.
We got no gravity.
No gravity. Let's go. I got
Oh,
family.
guys.
He's pinned. Why will he max Mimikyu when he's pinned?
Oh, gravity.
And then we know the Mimikyu is snowball. That means we can taunt the Mimikyu next time, you know?
Yeah.
And
Play
also
rough,
right,
spot
we can also
stance.
guess that the fungus is Eviolite because they didn't bring Meryl. So the Sash can be
Okay.
somewhere else, you know, they can
Ah.
afford. Yeah.
Yeah, good
I think
point.
what's gonna catch us off guard might be maybe like Oka Berry on the Metagross, Fire Berry on Metagross. Oh, I'm just staring at this guy's face the whole time. This Vin Diesel's face. It's interesting to know my Sneasel is at -1 defense, but I don't think it really matters. Yeah.
You
The
have
timing
attacks
is just
anyway.
right. Yeah, I don't know. Like the timing is just right. They killed us and to get a free like Victini switch. Yeah, they have to
Okay.
max guard.
Yep.
But can this Metagross even survive? That's the question. Oh, I understand what they're doing. They're bringing in the fungus. Yeah, they're
Little
bringing in
did they
the.
know.
Oh my gosh, that's true. No, but the thing is, they might kill you though. Right? So you
Might
max
kill
you
me.
max you max guard. You don't reveal your item. Because I will get redirected by fungus. You know?
Right.
Wait, that's not fungus. Oh yeah, there it is.
It's fungus.
Yeah,
Okay,
so
so
you
we-
max guard I
Max
thought.
guard taunt, right?
Yes, you max
Yeah,
guard I
max
thought
guard
because
taunt.
I will still survive on the Sash.
Okay, yeah.
Hey, Sweets raiding! Welcome everyone. What is Vin Diesel's full name?
You mean in the show? Is Dominic Toretto.
Dominic Toretto. Okay, they only revealed Fungus, Metagross. So the behind, I think the last one should be Fini. And then they have Mimikyu, and we don't know who the other two are. Raikou, Runerigus, or PZ. Right now the Mon count is also even. Do they max Fairy? Oh
Oh.
wow. That's bad. What? That's so weird. We can foul play the Mimikyu. What a call. Wow.
Okay, yeah, then this is fine, right?
It's mostly fine because we are very bulky on the Victini. It is mostly fine actually. Yeah.
I guess we
Because
didn't need to
they,
take the
they
damage
might
now.
not have, yeah, but they might not have you know, they might not have the what do I want to say? Shadow Claw. They might have Shadow Sneak. Yeah. So I'm gonna Ice Shard the Fungus. And for you, I think you max quick the Mimikyu.
Okay.
Yeah, we are boosting ourselves for Fini. Yeah. However, we wasted one max turn because we max guarded.
And if they Rage Powder the Quake away,
They can't.
then...
Our item is Safety Goggles.
Oh,
They
okay,
have to
okay,
reveal.
okay.
And
They
they-
can't spore now.
And they also set up Misty Terrain, so they can't spore. Yeah. So let's see if it's Shadow Claw or Shadow Sneak.
Oh, but then if it's max speed Mimi, it's faster than the Victini.
Yes,
That's-
yes.
That's the way. Okay, I see.
Yeah. Okay, they're revealing their last mon on that side. It's Fini.
And
No,
Scorch.
it's Senti
Senti
Scorch.
Scorch.
Then Zapdos can win, right? But we have the Hurricane in Sun. Wow, what? That's super weird. Do they Shadow Claw?
Oh, they
Ah,
Oh,
don't have
it's not.
let's
It's
go.
not max speed.
No, they either are setting up Trick Room or... Yeah, very weird, very weird. Very weird. We still have like good speed control. And then your Flyer Blast also does good damage into Senti Scorch. And we can even foul play the Senti Scorch. Is it gonna be PZ? That might be scary. They reveal Senti Scorch, man. There's no Fini. That's crazy. I was worried about Fini the whole time. If we, as long as Victini survives, right? Whenever the Zapdos comes in and we get rid of Sun, then our Hurricane is 77% accurate. It's in our favor.
Okay.
Because currently Hurricane is 50% in Sun. That's Runerigus. That's very good. Yeah, because I foul play the Runerigus. I think we double the Runerigus though.
Yeah, that's
Because
double,
Victini
that's
is not weak to bug. Yeah.
Right. Okay, I'm fire blasting into the Runerigus.
Okay. I'm foul playing into the Runerigus.
Okay.
Or do we want to purposely split attacks? No, right? Because we have to stop Trick Room, and then if they protect and kill Sneasel, then I get a free switch into
Never mind.
Sandaconda.
Yes.
And even Zapdos, because Zapdos can hit wave. And it does good damage into Senti Scorch. They show Runerigus. Their last mon cannot be PZ, right? Because PZ feels like explosive, then they might bring Raikou. Yeah, so not sure, like, if they go Trick Room, how can they help them, right? Because Raikou is so fast in the back.
The Fungus can't spore for at least another 4 turns, so that'll be just nice when Trick Room expires.
The thing is, we don't even want Trick Room to go up.
Okay, no text.
Wow,
Let's
that's
see if this has the
lot.
policy.
No gravity. Citrus.
What's this?
Keyberry. Yeah, okay. Very cute though.
Let's go, Victini! Victory star!
Victory!
You
Knock
know,
off into
by...
victory. Okay.
Okay, now
Oh
they
no,
find out the
they
item,
find out, they
so-
find out.
Oh, they find out the goggles.
Yeah, but that's
Okay.
fine. Our Sneasel is
Okay.
still the fastest.
Oh,
Diego. So we finally... Yup, okay, okay. This is fine.
okay, it's faster, right?
Yeah.
It's faster.
You still have... no, I got family,
Provision.
right?
You're still plus
You
one.
still have family, you still have family.
Let's have family.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Let's count the turns. Oh, last
How
turn.
much?
Just nice.
Last turn of
This is
Sun,
just
right?
nice.
Sun.
Okay. So
Sun of
we have
Sun.
to
They take
double
us
the... I
down.
feel like we have to double the Senti Scotch. They have... What's that called? Shadow Ball. They have a potential to Shadow Ball. And I am slower than... My Sneasel is slower than Raikou. Yeah.
They'll
They might
find out now.
snarl, they
Okay.
might snarl. They might snarl, but we are still in Sun,
Okay.
so I think the Fire Blast will do good damage into
Okay,
Senti
so-
Scotch. Do I wanna... Do I
Yeah, I'm
Ice
gonna-
Shot? If they...
Why is Senti Scorch though? Don't you want to hit the Raikou instead?
Because,
Or you can still
because
protect.
our Dracovish can kill the Raikou. I'm gonna Ice Shot the Raikou in case it's Sash.
Okay, so I send this scotch,
Yep,
huh?
yep. You Fire Blast Senti Scotch.
and then
They will snarl, I think they will snarl. Oh,
Voltage.
okay.
So you're plus one. You should take that.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
And a
It's
Life Orb.
Okay, it's Life Orb.
Life orb,
Yes.
life orb.
Thanks for letting us know. Okay, that's
Super Smash.
into Sneasel. But why is
Ooh.
why is Raikou is faster than Victini? Okay, okay. Then we bring in Sandaconda here, right? Yeah, it's either Sandaconda or Zapdos, and I think Sandaconda makes more sense. Yeah, I don't have Earthquake.
Yeah, that's
So I'll just high horsepower into Raikou because Raikou is the last mon standing. And then Raikou cannot touch me. And then Sun is gone.
yeah.
That's why I was saying we should get rid of the Raikou first so that you leave it with
Mm.
one slot.
True,
Then
true.
Dracovish comes in.
Makes sense.
But yeah, now you're forcing the Raikou to protect.
Yeah, but
The
that's
other,
fine, right?
they trade. You trade the Victini for the Raikou.
Okay.
That's fine.
Okay. Yeah, because we got family. We got family in the back. Our Dracovish. I got family.
Okay, so
Family
I'm
is gonna creep.
Just, I don't
I'm
know.
gonna scorching the Raikou.
Scentiscorch? No, I think just Fire Blast the Scentiscorch too. Doesn't make sense. It doesn't matter, right? Because we got family, you know?
Yeah, the high horsepower is gonna KO.
Yeah, whatever they protect, our family kills them.
Okay.
I'm saying this
Yeah,
with a very
okay.
straight face. Because we got family, you know?
The glue
The glue of the team.
glue to the team
We
is
got-
Dom.
It's dumb. We got family. Very
I think
even.
they're trying to play up the timer.
Yeah. Okay, this is good. This is good. Whoa!
yeah, I know. Oh, you still take it. Oh my god, that's
Because of the
so
max quick.
funky.
We got family.
Okay, that's good.
That's good. Fantastic.
But we don't have to reveal our item on. Okay, we don't have to reveal item on Dracovish. That's good.
Yes.
And we're not revealing item on Sandaconda, so
Yes.
there's a lot of things that we are not revealing.
Yeah. And they went straight for
Yeah.
play rough, you know. They went straight for play rough. They didn't show like Shadow Sneak. They didn't show Shadow
Attack,
Claw.
they
They
didn't.
didn't show Shadow Claw.
Yeah, they only showed two moves,
Hmm.
Sword Dance and
Yeah. We're also not gonna show them Zapdos. So I'm just gonna high horsepower.
Yeah.
Because that's my stat move.
Because if they slip us, it's really okay. That's
Yeah.
good. Okay, 1-0.
Whew. Let's go.
oh,
For family.
Mumat, where's Mumat? Sing, we score one.
We
Come on,
score.
sing, vamos,
I'll tell them no
sing,
change.
vamos. Oh, for us, no change. Okay.
Yeah. No change. No change for us. So let's
Okay,
see.
so the end game, the
Okay, we press.
could have just done better targeting, but I think it was.
Maybe. Like because you know like the Raikou wants to hit fast, hit hard, right? Then if we double target it, there's a chance we take it down, right? If they prep it well, our foul play won't hit it though. Won't kill it. But I'm not worried, you know, because as long as Dracovish comes in and then Fungus is not by Raikou's side, right? Then Dracovish just keeps steamrolling.
Okay, let's think. There are things that we haven't revealed.
Okay, they're gonna
Credily,
swap. They're gonna swap. Yeah. Credily we didn't review. We showed
we just revealed stockpile.
stockpile. Yeah.
And we didn't even reveal our item.
protect this one.
I think so.
Yeah, we revealed protect stockpile. So the other two moves,
Just
we didn't reveal.
change. Actually, I don't
Item not
think
revealed.
I click play with the same rules. Actually, play
Yeah,
with the same rules is correct. Actually.
Okay, never mind. They said you're going to be better with different rules. Okay.
Okay. Then now you are the one deciding. Kim nice.
Okay. So I let you decide lah.
Okay. Because then I'll get to start the battle.
Yes.
Oh, they didn't Dynamax Metagross, which makes me think that it's not policy, you know. And their items are so weirdly.
Emergency.
Their items are so weirdly specific. Okay, let's choose our teams
Okay,
first.
don't forget to change the song to Gym Leader for Mr.
For
Mumat,
Mr.
who's
Mumat.
currently busy on work, but
I'm always the Sneasel user.
Okay, I'm player 1 again, right?
Yes. Where is
Okay, I'm clicking.
the hell?
Let the battle begin.
Where is gym leader?
Um,
Oh, after Eternatus 3. What? Okay. Okay. Mom, player
switching.
1. So, Kim Nice. And then me. Okay. And then Mom. Okay, what's different here? And then I'll start. Okay.
okay. Metagross was on the P1 slot,
Uh-huh.
which had the
Do they want to max Mimikyu first? That doesn't make sense. Mimikyu is
yeah,
snowball.
PZ lor. That means they're going
Oh,
with
they're
the
going with
PZ
the
mode.
PZ
I think that's
mode.
quite obvious, right? It's either the PZ
Yes.
mode or Raikou mode already.
Yeah.
Um,
They're going with the PZ mode.
it will lead Fungus and
Fungus PZ, right?
yeah.
And
I
they
think
have
Fungus.
protect on the fungus.
Yeah, so no, but what we can do is we fake out and just Fishes
Fisher
Strand
Strand.
the
Okay. I like that. I like that.
Oh, fishes.
You know why? Because they can only
okay.
strike us. They cannot airstream. So
Hmm.
when Zapdos comes in, Zapdos outspeeds the PZ. Okay.
No, but then
Yeah.
they will definitely try to snipe the Dracovish slot, right? Then after that, they will need to protect
Repeat.
Yeah,
first.
we will need to protect. And I'll go for like Ice Shard or Foul Play or Taunt.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, but we go with that plan.
Yeah, but who do you
Just
leave behind? Do you still leave? Because we can still switch into Max Strike with the Credili, you know? Right?
oh,
To
okay,
waste
okay,
their
yeah.
max
Yeah,
moves.
that's true. That's true. That's true.
I'm bringing the Sandaconda. I think it might be my best max option. Yeah, so I'm not bringing Milotic
Okay.
again.
Okay, I'm
Yeah.
not bringing
Yeah.
Wigglytuff again.
Okay,
Okay.
that's
Yeah.
fair. Okay, wow, this is so fun. Like getting to change positions. Okay, I'm starting the timer now. Then it will tell me 18 minutes into the game. So I don't have to look at the timer. So the last time they showed us their Raikou live orb. Oh, they might Dynamax Raikou also. Yeah.
Yeah, there's.
Oh.
Whoa,
Oh.
whoa, whoa, whoa,
Whoa, whoa, whoa, whoa. The two
whoa.
mons they didn't bring.
Okay, I think we did think that Fini lead, right? It's a they can't max Fini now.
Yeah, but they can max Raikou though.
Still, fishes ran in for Raikou.
Yeah.
It's still gonna do a lot.
I would taunt the Fini. And you would Fishes Rain the
Okay.
Raikou. Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wait, why don't you fake out the Fini?
Oh.
Because it's
Okay.
gonna Moonblast the Dracovish, right?
Yeah. Okay, I'll fake out the Fini.
Fake out.
Yeah,
We are
because
Sash anyway, so-
two Fishes Rains can kill the Raikou. If the Raikou doesn't kill Dracovish, right? Then the Raikou is dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll fake out the Fini.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sweet.
Fishes ran.
Woo!
Fishes ran the Raikou.
No gravity, I got family. Come on. What a good lead. No gravity, I got family. Okay, they review protect.
Okay.
That's completely fine though. That's a dead turn.
Also, they want to max the.
Fini? I don't think so.
Mm.
Okay, Fini is. Huh? Okay, Fini is scarfed. The Fini flinched before the Dracovish. Frick.
Okay.
Oh.
Wait,
Then-
that means it's faster than Dracovish, right? If Scarf Fini is faster, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So
Right, it's faster, right?
Yes.
so you're gonna have
Switch, ah.
to switch out, I think. Yeah.
Switch. Do we want Victini to take damage now, or we let
Moonblast, right? Victini can take a Moonblast. Because they won't muddy water here.
Yeah, correct. So okay, we will just preserve the Redily, right?
Yup.
Okay, so I'll switch into
Yeah.
Victini then.
For me, I feel like I want to switch into Sandaconda. Because if they want to vote switch my Sneasel, then it might still be a dead turn. Right?
Okay, I'm just switching into
I'm risking
Victini
it.
first.
I'll risk it, I'll switch into Sandaconda. Because I need my fake out again. You know, fake out for the scarf. Hello Tom Chong, congrats on your win just now. This is very intense. We are playing a best of 3 multi-battle.
Tom Chung, congrats again.
Yeah,
Okay, Moonblast.
called it,
Yeah.
called it. Come
Okay.
on, rising voltage, come on.
Nice.
Yes.
No, he doubled.
Oh, it goes into the
Oh,
double.
that's so loud.
Oh, that's strong.
Oh,
yeah,
it's a
that's
crit.
that's a
it's life
crit.
orb also, it's life orb also. Okay, you can Dynamax. And they are locked into Moonblast.
Mm,
Yeah. Right? So I think I can kill the Raikou because Moonblast you know it does a bit, but I think I can take a Moonblast. Or do we play safe and double protect? No, right? We can capitalize on their switch.
We capital. I mean, they will Moonblast the
Okay, if they
right?
yeah, I think they will Moonblast Anaconda. Because they
They
know
will try to vote switch the Victini. We haven't revealed protect. Oh, wait, we did Max Guard.
if you die, who can come in? Not Dracovish,
We have
right?
Credili and
Yeah,
Dracovish.
Credili can come in. So I don't think you can die now. You can die. You can't die too early. Right?
That crit was.
Yeah. I'll just go for the high horsepower. I feel.
Okay, so I'll protect. I'll just protect first, right?
Okay.
I know what they are doing, but we just protect first.
Okay.
Just to play safe. Yeah.
Raikou might have a different move. Yes.
Alright.
They really want to switch out there. Okay, this makes sense.
They're gonna vote switch into the.
They might protect. Okay, that's fair. That's fine. That's fine.
But
You know why?
it's misty terrain. It's misty terrain.
Yeah.
No problem.
And now we max.
That's the Anaconda, right?
Yes. Let's give Credili the quick boost because then Credili can protect Anaconda and Credili can always stockpile in front of everyone and leech seed everyone. Okay? I'm gonna quick the dog and then you're gonna switch into Credili and then we're gonna stockpile all the way. Because they can't stop us. Because the quick is also gonna do super effect gonna do neutral into the mushroom.
Okay, so the fans out there, Fast and Furious, you're gonna see Dominic Toretto and Hobbs playing on the same field. The Rock and Vin Diesel, guys. Are you ready?
Together.
This is the combo you guys are waiting for.
Hobbs and
This is the
Toretto.
one.
No,
Hobbs and
you
Toretto,
don't need
they
to
are
watch.
coming in.
You don't need to watch
big
Hobbs
guns.
and Shaw. We watch Hobbs and Toretto.
Yeah,
Let's go.
Hobbs and Shaw was just a spin-off.
I want to
This is
see
Fast
them
7.
right. I want to see them Giga drain into my. Thing, and they don't have a quick switch in, right? That's why the quick is safe.
Ah.
Yeah, let's go. I want to see them Giga drain into my snake. Come on, Giga drain into the snake. Yeah, we don't need a trap.
Dominic Toretto.
Let's go, Toretto.
The Dodge Charger is the weird thing that swirls around Sandaconda. That's the car.
Dodge Charger. Code switch, okay. 193 down to 59. They are doing more damage with their minus
Life orb
159. 34 damage. Okay, so let's take note that there was 34 damage into.
Okay, that doesn't
That was
look
a
like
2
Eviolite,
KO.
right? I don't.
It looks like Eviolite.
that
It looks
doesn't-
like Eviolite to me. Oh, it
Eviolite?
doesn't?
Okay.
Mm,
Okay, I don't know. Cause I don't play Little Cups, for sure.
it looks like Eviolite. Yeah, I'll just go for the max pick again. We don't have to steal spike because I think. Do we need to steal spike? So this.
Okay, what they do now is actually I think they want to stall our max, right? They just protect, right?
Oh,
They
true.
do that.
Then you stockpile.
Stockpile, right? Yeah. But we will get a quick boost regardless, lah.
Yep. Okay. But who do I quick?
We just quick the.
Dog.
I mean the fungus
Raikou
isn't doing anything now. Yeah, we just.
You take the Raikou slot, force them
Okay.
to rage
Yeah,
powder.
the Raikou slot.
Okay.
It was.
Okay.
we're
Raikou
gonna stockpile
Fini, Fungus. They only showed Raikou Fini, Fungus. Behind Raikou is Mimikyu, Runerigus, PZ. The Mimikyu can Swords Dance, but then we know we take a lot of we take the Mimikyu's moves, right?
I'm stockpiling.
Okay.
I'm stockpiling. One. D-max the fungus. Let's go. Okay.
Okay, good. Runerigus good. Yeah?
Attack.
Nice!
Okay, yep.
Woo! What a
Yes.
And the place goes
call!
in.
Didn't they protect? Oh well.
Wow.
Okay.
But do I want to steal Spike because they might want to max the Lunarigers, right? So it doesn't matter if I steal Spike. If they go for follow me protect, it doesn't matter. You go for the leech seed into the Lunarigers.
Yeah, we're gonna leech it first.
Yeah.
Alright. Yeah.
Let's go, Hobbs. The rock. Very weird ass rock. Yeah, so they want to follow me trick room here. But this is not too bad, I guess.
It's a 2-hit KO, right?
Yeah,
you
the
definitely kill
The problem is, as in the Quake is a 2-hit KO, but do I want to steal Spike or Quake? You know? Because if I steal
Misty
Spike...
terrain is gone.
Mhm.
Misty terrain is gone.
Yeah,
So
that's,
But the thing is, he cannot put the Predity to sleep, and we can leech seed everything. They cannot redirect leech seed. So I want to steal Spike to boost my... to boost both. You know why? Because if they go for Phantasm, then the steal Spike offsets it. Right?
yeah.
So now I steal Spike. We don't give them a free switch with the set the fungus, and then you leech seed the Runarigers.
Yeah, I'll leech seed. Okay, makes sense. This makes sense. Okay, I'm leech seeding into Runarigers.
Yeah. Oh my god, I should have steal Spike the Runarigers, but I clicked it into the fungus.
oh,
It's fine.
yeah, that's
That means they try to spore.
They're trying to spore.
It's fine. This is fine.
They're
This is
trying to
fine.
spore and trick room. Yeah. Yeah, this is gonna discourage them from Dynamaxing also. Because you can... Oh.
Hold it on.
Wait,
That's fine. We got
Yeah.
a boost.
that's so weird.
It's a dead turn. This dead turns.
Yeah.
These are dead turns.
Because now you can
the
just...
last turn of match, right?
Uh-huh. Yeah, it's the last one of our max. Now
It's fine.
you...
We got our 3 max moves out.
Uh-huh.
That's important.
And now you can
That's
even
all.
you can even leech seed the... You can even Giga Drain the thing. Yeah, what can you do now? I think, do you want to
Mom,
stockpile
Mom.
again?
Oh,
Mom?
we
you're
taunted. We are
taunted.
taunted. We are taunted. We are taunted.
Okay. Yeah,
Okay,
that
now
means...
the Runarigers. They will switch out, right, Runarigers?
Mm,
But we
you-
can't leave seat, so
Shall we?
Just,
who's at the back?
just Giga Drain.
Yeah, just Giga Drain.
Yeah, we have to just Giga Drain. Okay, if the Mimikyu comes in, we break the sub. If Raikou comes in,
Yeah.
he's not gonna do anything.
Okay.
If the Freezy comes in, he's gonna take damage. So we have max quick boost. So yeah, they are all special attackers. These 2 mons, right? I'm pretty sure we can stall out their max one.
Okay.
And we will take the first turn of sleep here.
Yep.
And after that,
We don't have to switch out
Okay.
because we still have
Right,
we
correct.
still have a
Yeah,
fresh
yeah. Don't switch out. Don't
max,
switch
we
out.
still have a
don't
max
switch out.
HP sneasel in the back.
correct.
Do they max? Oh, they want to okay, that's Regenerator. And that's Metagross, okay. They want to max Metagross now. Which is totally fine to my opinion. So close.
If they Phantom Force, they will die to the.
Leech
Oh,
Room, that's better.
seed. No
for-
way.
oh, we will survive 1 max steel spike,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Okay.
Okay, they get a free switch, but Cradily is gonna be faster than Metagross and Cocoon, right?
Yes, but then we can only Giga Drain, you know.
Yeah.
Okay, Mimikyu comes
Depends
in.
on this.
Yeah, Mimikyu comes in.
Okay, then I think we Giga Drain the Mimikyu, right?
Yeah.
Hmm.
This is where they might show the
The
This is
Shadow
the
Sneak
Shadow
policy.
Sneak.
Shadow Sneak and Witness Policy.
Yeah. Okay, I can wake up anytime now. So do I
Yeah,
high
correct.
horsepower or do I protect? I want a high horsepower than Metagross, because if they just feel like max icing me, right,
Mhm.
then we can do good damage into them. Yeah. Your taunt has 2 more. So if you survive
Wow.
2 steel spikes, that's fine. Yeah. You're currently at +2 defense, +3 speed def. Or do I want to Iron Hit the Mimikyu since you are going to Giga Drain it, right?
Yeah, we should.
Iron Hit the Mimikyu is better, right? Because if Trick Room ends, you still have Victini, I still have Zapdos, then we can gang
Yeah.
gang up against Metagross.
Yeah, I'm gonna Giga Drain.
Okay,
the
I'm gonna
Mimikyu.
Iron Hit the Mimikyu. Okay,
Yeah,
that
they
makes
definitely
sense.
want to.
Yeah.
They definitely want to kill the.
Okay,
Freddy now,
family,
but
let's go.
I don't think they kill, right?
No, I don't think
Sure.
they can. Even at +2, I think it's a bit. I mean, it might,
Yeah.
but because our Crazy is almost max defense. No Shadow Sneak.
Oh.
That's good.
That's true. Maybe it doesn't have shadow.
They might reverse Trick Room.
Hmm.
I don't know. Maybe they want to reverse Trick Room. I don't know.
Maybe. Oh my gosh,
Ah.
we are faster than Metagross.
In Trick Room.
Maybe they're reversing Trick Room, right? No, are they Swords Dancing?
Maybe. Oh
Maybe that's what's
no, that's
missing.
2 KO. Okay.
Oh, that's really bad.
It's not too bad though. Because I have body press.
Sword's done.
Okay, that's
Wow.
fair.
Okay.
The Mimikyu showed. Did it show protect? No, right? I'm gonna double.
not
We're gonna
yet.
double the Mimikyu again. I'm gonna Iron Hit
Okay.
the Mimikyu, and then you just Giga Drain it.
Okay.
Your switches.
That means.
Okay,
It has one defense boost. It has one defense
yeah,
boost. That's
yeah.
not gonna kill.
I know it won't,
But I don't think we have a choice.
we don't have a choice. There's 3 more turns of Trick Room. You can protect with Victini, then maybe sack Victini, and then Dracovish comes in. Or
Why
you,
not? Why not?
Or you sack
you still
Dracovish,
taunted?
right?
Yeah, we're still taunted
we're
last
still
turn.
taunted.
Unless we want to sack the
Oh,
Big
okay.
Tini now, then after that we can leave
No, no,
seat.
no.
No.
Oh, we don't, right?
Oh wait, that's a
Think
good idea.
No, no,
though.
no.
Okay.
Wait. I don't know if that's think about it because we protect. We might survive the Steel Spike because.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah, we
switch,
might
switch to
survive the
Victini then.
Victini.
Switch to Victini.
No. As in like
No,
we,
not-
we protect, we might survive. Without protect, we will.
So
not
are you
survive,
switching
I
to
think.
Victini?
I'm not.
Okay. You just Giga Drain the Mimikyu, right?
Yeah, I'm just gonna Giga Drain.
Okay, they don't have protect. No, that's good damage. Okay, that's the second turn of sleep. That means you'll wake up anytime now.
Maybe this won't kill. I don't know.
It will. But if you switch to... Yeah, I was thinking now if you switch to Victini, that would be cool, right? Because you can come back in, the Crediti or the Victini won't die. Yeah. True. Oh, good. Look at how bulky
Okay.
we are.
Okay.
Okay, you know what else? Yeah, you know what else this gives us, right? Because we are gonna wake up now.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna high horsepower the Metagross.
Obviously.
Yeah. No. I'm gonna protect. We're gonna double protect so that next turn the Metagross goes small and I high horsepower the Metagross.
Yeah, there will be one more turn of Trick Room, yeah. So we can double protect this turn.
Okay, I'm bringing the Victini now.
Okay. Because it's better to sack Dracovish. So you protect now, you sack Dracovish, Victini comes back. Because they are all at plus defense, right? Oh, Victini is so low health.
Yeah, because of the crit. They quick here. He might not die lah.
I think you switch to Dracovish though. Do you think? Right, if we die now, the Dracovish is in trouble. No, actually the Dracovish is in trouble. If we die now, the Dracovish is in trouble. Wow, shit. I think you switch to Dracovish though.
Okay. I mean, it's fair.
Yeah, I'm gonna protect Senaconda. Right, because I don't think I can kill with high horsepower now. There can be a different play, like we Iron Hit the Mimikyu since we are faster than Metagross. Right? Not sure. Let's see if the family clutch us out. Ah.
Wait, what did they do to? What are they doing to the slot?
Oh no. Are you sure they play rough into Victini? But that's totally fine because we can protect. Ah, they finally show Shadow Claw.
They don't have defense move.
Okay.
Now we know.
3 minutes left.
Oh, isn't that good?
Okay, think about it, Think about it.
They are
Sandaconda
at
goes
+4
first.
defense. They are at +4 defense.
Okay, Sandaconda can kill the Mimikyu.
Yes.
You don't have protect.
Yes. Okay.
You need to choose who to kill, right?
Yes.
Because we will take the Mimikyu first, and they have to choose to kill the Dracovish. Now that
Yes.
Victini comes in, right?
We have to decide
We need
fast
to
because
kill the.
we're gonna lose on timer. If that's the
Okay.
case.
Yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna Fisher Strand the
The
Metagross.
Metagross, yep. I like
Yeah.
that. Because the fungus is on the Metagross side, right? So as long as we kill the Mimikyu side, then it can be quite an easy 2v1. But I Iron hate the Mimikyu. I think I should high horsepower the Mimikyu. Nice.
Okay, what you're doing is correct. This is correct. Okay, good. Now they have to choose.
Yeah, and then the Victini can just Fire Blast. Nice. Woo!
Okay, good.
That's so good.
Now Trick Room ends.
Yes.
Then we bring in our
Sneasel or Whoa.
Okay, that's too much.
Bring in the Zapdos.
Zapdos, you think? Oh shit, we don't have time.
We need to take kills.
Yeah, I think Dracovish will go first, regardless of anything, right?
Yes.
Yes.
No, but
Okay, they can protect now.
But we hit wave.
Yeah, we hit wave. Okay.
You want to call the protect? Then we double the Metagross. Because they have to save their mons.
Do you want to call it? Wait, how many mons? Are we? No, we are even, right?
Yeah, we are even and we have lower
But
health.
HP.
Yeah, we have lower health.
Okay, I'm Fisher Strand the Metagross.
Okay. This is might be the, yeah. Because they know we are Scarf. I mean, shit, they might not know we are Scarf. Shit. I don't know, it was a bit of a last minute play, right? Like last minute idea. What do you think? Like, would it be better if we Fisher ran the... Yeah, shit, they don't know we are Scarf though. Oh!
Okay, come on,
Come on, Zapdos! You're life up! Oh, this is so tense.
Come on!
Come on, Zapdos!
Yes!
I've got family! Yes! We win! We win because we take one more KO! Than them! Let's go! Oh, that's so intense! That was so intense! Wow, let's go!
God.
Let's go!
Calling. That's how you call.
This is how we call. Wow, then this is... We needed to make this call. Oh!
That's how you make our losing position to a winning position.
Back
That's
against
how
the wall.
family.
Oh!
Family.
Yeah, we win
That
now.
is family, guys.
We win now because once we click the moves, it ends. The game ends. Wow, we win 5-4.
Yes.
Oh, that's so tense.
Yeah.
Okay, let's
man.
count properly. Wait,
I think I'll
4-3.
just-
4-3. No, we win. When we click the moves, what's the better
No, I
end?
know. I'll just switch into Victini because
Doesn't matter. Yeah.
because
I really think it doesn't matter though.
doesn't matter lah.
Yeah.
But I'm just gonna.
Just take his friend, Raikou anyway.
no.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh yes.
Let's go! Let's go! We've got family! Woo!
Oh man.
That was intense!
Yeah.
That was seriously an uphill battle, man. Okay, I'm finally... I never typed GG in caps, but now I'm typing GG in caps to them. Holy smokes. Scarf. Wow, that was a good call. The fake out onto the Fini, that was a freaking good call. Because then we totally find out that they are Scarf because they flinch first. Then Dracovish moves.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a good call. And then it was like last minute we changed Taunt into Protect into Taunt. At least the fake out is always there. And I think it
There
makes so
was
much
no
sense.
reason for us. There was no reason to click protect on Sneasel at all because they were too scared of Dracovish or they were too scared of our. They was too scared of my player one slot. Like oh, they double in credibly, want to double in on the Vini or they want to double in on the Dracovish.
Yeah, yeah.
It's your slot that is always
True, true,
they underestimate. So I
true.
protecting.
Yeah, and that, yeah, a lot of times you protect, right? And then it helps so much. Because they were like, ah, what
Right.
can the Sneasel do, right?
Mm.
Oh, what a match!
No.
GG's, you guys, good job. Team Infinips.
No.
Let's
That
go.
was so good.
What a fun
Good.
match too. That was so fun.
The
Oh,
game 2 was even.
yeah,
It's just our. I would say. Uh, we may have gotten too carried away with the game that we become too slow. The win was on them.
true. Yeah, we took a bit of time, right?
We played too slow.
What a
We
game.
shouldn't have played too slow.
Yeah, okay, I think, yeah, that's all we have for you guys. At least it's an interesting match. Like both matches, both games went to timer, and we brought family, so that's all that matters. Alright, so that was the match, and huh, there's so much to go through because it's the best of three. And really, I would say really well played to Puff Puff Pass, to Jiggly Dreams, Bepis, and Stevie D, because they made a lot of good calls. They had super good prep, very interesting and good ways to always try and outspeed us to hit hard, and also very good surprises. However, I think their Mimikyu, yeah, on hindsight, their Mimikyu was just built too slow, and they could just abuse Mimikyu's natural speed stat to try and catch us off guard, because if we go careless like we did to try and make our mons bulkier instead of fast, then the Mimikyu has the potential to outspeed our mons and do good damage. So the Mimikyu set was, if you guys missed it, was Swords Dance, Shadow Claw instead of Shadow Sneak, Wood Hammer, and Play Rough. So Mimikyu threatens the Trick Room but doesn't do it, has the Disguise to save itself, has Fungus to protect it, and it can just go ham, especially if they can do turn 1 Rage Powder, Swords Dance, then just go straight for Dynamax Mimikyu and do damage. So back in game 1, some key points throughout the game, the Mimikyu went for Play Rough into our Dracovish instead of going for a Swords Dance, which would be more devastating. However, it was an opportunity that they saw that they could try and snipe Dracovish as quick as possible, because they understand that Dracovish is the mon that would give them a lot of problems in the middle or towards the end of the game. So I thought interesting play on their end. However, we kind of read into it, we didn't fall for the bait, and we switched out our Dracovish into Credili on turn 1. Then in game 1, we yeah, it was a bit careless for them to just max Mimikyu sort of on impulse, and the Mimikyu just didn't do much damage, and we kept the secret of having foul play until the important part, until an important turn where we foul play into the Mimikyu and it did 80% to a Dynamax Mimikyu, which was very impressive. I thought the snowball was also creative because they correctly called that we're gonna lead Sneasel and we're gonna maybe Ice Shard or do an ice move into, like maybe Icy Wind into the Mimikyu, and that boosts the Mimikyu even more. And it was very surprising for a +3 Phantasm to do like 80%, like to not even KO our +1 defense Credili. So that shows how bulky Credili can get, and that's very good news for us. Then I understand that they always wanted to target the Credili, and instead of the Mimikyu, with both their, sorry, instead of the Sneasel, with Mimikyu and Metagross on the field on that turn, I really understand why they targeted the Credili so intensively, because we threaten our Surf plus Credili strategy. If we Dynamax Credili, we might get, kind of get too bulky and be too tough to take down, especially we can keep boosting ourselves with Surf from Sneasel, but that wasn't the case, and that's what we didn't bring. But we do understand that they recognized the threat, and we were kind of lucky to make a correct call and protect Credili on one turn where the Mimikyu couldn't Dynamax yet. Then our Victini just did super good work. Got a max quick boost, which was important. You know, we could have gone for like max flare again, but I think I made the correct call to go for max quick into a low health Mimikyu, and that helped us survive the moves from Raikou coming in, because Raikou we know should naturally outspeed the Victini. So investing in max HP on our Victini, sort of our bulkiest mon on the team, because it has base 100 stats throughout, then that paid dividends, and it helped us win the game all the way to the end, especially when our Fire Blast managed to hit 93%. That's always in our favor, and do super good damage and put on a lot of offensive pressure. So that was game 1. Yeah, and I think it was a 4-0 or a 3-0, and that was quite good. It was quite a good win because we managed to position well and play well and use our Dynamax sort of to its best, the best that we can, because we only use 2 max moves, respecting that the Mimikyu might be faster than our Victini, and you know, using up 1 max turn for max guard, that was a bit of a waste. They made a very good read, so this is shoutouts to Puff Puff Pass for understanding that Sneasel doesn't want to get redirected by Rage Powder, and therefore we would taunt, and they went for that advanced read to protect the Fungus, and that was really smart. So we were lucky that we were saved by our Focus Sash, because Mimikyu had to go for max Star 4 to try and KO Sneasel, and it sort of bought us 1 more turn when they didn't have priority on the field during the next turn. Yep, so that was game 1, and game 2, we finally had this mechanic come into play, because we agreed amongst everyone that the player 1 and the player 2 slot can swap, so that you can change your turn 1 Dynamax target between games, between a game 1 and a game 2. So how it goes is the winner, which was us, we will declare that we want to change our slots or we want to remain the same. So we told Puff Puff Pass that we are remaining the same, and Puff Puff Pass said, okay, I want to change up player 1 and player 2, and that makes like maybe the Porygon Z feel more of a threat, because at that moment the Porygon Z was in player 2, and then they changed Porygon Z to player 1, and that gave the that this offensive pressure that the Porygon Z might Dynamax on turn 1, and that was very interesting. They changed their leads up to Scarf, Tapu Fini, and Raikou, and I would like just thank our lucky stars that we chose to go for Fake Out in front of the Fini, immediately finding out that it is Scarfed, and that makes it always faster than our Dracovish, because Tapu Fini's base speed is always higher than Dracovish, and we could see from the interactions that Fini flinched first when we Fake Out, followed by our Fishes Ren. So we had to play a bit defensively. We got an unlucky crit from that live orb Raikou. I think that was a good prep from them. Hit fast and hit hard, and just do the damage that is required to win the game and take KOs. Then we did have to scramble a bit, and the taunt on their Runerigas was so good into our Credili. It brought them precious turns in Trick Room to set up their Metagross and do as much damage as possible with max Steel Spike. Then I felt like it was a missed opportunity. Maybe the Mimikyu could go for Shadow Claw on themselves if they have the policy. But I feel like if they didn't do it, then I think Metagross didn't have the policy. Yeah, if Pufflepuff is like watching this video, maybe you can tell us in the comments below what your item on Metagross was. That would be very interesting. Then I think we used our max moves very efficiently. We maxed Sandaconda this time for game 2. We went for max quick, max Steel Spike to boost ourselves, boost Sandaconda and Credili, and if they go Trick Room or if they don't, then we should be able to take good hits and stall out Dynamax, which we managed to. So towards the end game, you could see that the Metagross was sort of under pressure, and the Metagross actually targeted our Sandaconda because they understood that Sandaconda was a threat to Raikou, maybe forgetting or just it slipped their mind that the Dracovish, because Dracovish was beside Sandaconda, and they chose Sandaconda. So maybe they just it just slipped their mind that Dracovish could be Scarf, and that would also threaten the Raikou on the opposing side. So they went with Sandaconda because Sandaconda does super effective into Raikou, and I thought that was a decent choice. And yeah, and then that just turned out in our favor. We got our free switch into Zapdos, and Zapdos could threaten Metagross with Heat Wave, and that's what we managed to do. Puffpuff told us that the Metagross had Protect all this time. And Hakim, during the match, if you remember, he said that we played the game in game 2. We played it really slowly because at the beginning we got a crit from the Raikou, although we tried to make a defensive switch, right, and it didn't pay off well, and we had to scramble a bit in the mid game. Then that took us a lot of time because we took almost the whole 1 minute to try and come up with the best move possible. Then for them, they did more damage to us than we could to them, and although the mon count was the same, it was 4-4, they were definitely going to win based on the amount of HP all their Pokemon had left, because we had to do a bit of defensive switching. Then if on that last turn, when the timer ran out, if they went for Protect on Raikou and Protect on the Metagross, they would have won, and it would have forced a game 3. And that would be really scary for us because we would reveal more of our information to them than they did to us, as you saw how the events played out. So I think we just count ourselves lucky. Yeah, and they said that it was a missed opportunity that they didn't go for that Direct Protect. So we really had to kind of take that win. So yeah, all this time the family, we kept making the joke, right, that we had family in the back because Scarf Dracovish is, as we have known already for almost 1 year and a half, right, that Scarf Dracovish does make an impact, and that was the mon that we actually chose to draft first, sort of in our game plan way back 2 months ago when we started the LML, and finally it's just paying dividends here. Just no surprises, everything is everything is shown open like our cards are all open. The Dracovish has that potential to be Scarf, and that just worked out really well for us. Then just one last shout out, right, like that Tapu Fini, that was really good prep. That's almost the best answer to Dracovish, and that really required us to scramble and play around in game 2. So that was quite a mouthful. Overall, really well played to Puff. Really thanks for the games. That was such an exhilarating experience. Working 2 teams fighting against each other, having to only control one side of the field, and then playing in a very epic like best of 3, with sort of like the rules and the limitations on board. So this is just VGC but on another level, right, with teamwork and with like board positioning and certain amount of strategy. Yeah, the unfortunate thing is that both times we sort of managed to win by timer, and it's just, if the game maybe played out more, I would say that Puff definitely had more chance to win the game and sort of take more KOs, right, in general. Like if the game actually played out all the way until all 6 mons from one side were knocked out, then Puff would have a higher chance. Unfortunately, this is the game that we played in Sword and Shield. They limited our timer to 20 minutes, so that's just how the game goes, and it sort of worked in our advantage for Team Infernape. So to Infernape and beyond, to our fans out there, we are proceeding to top 4. Then we might face either the Martin Solrock or was it Galarian Rapidash? Yeah, I actually don't remember the bracket as easily now as the league coordinator because I was quite busy with other projects. So that's all I have for you today, and we're gonna see you next week. We are one step closer to the first place, coming off of a very unorthodox draft, and not appearing to be so strong on paper even in power rankings. We managed to come this far. And as usual, thanks for watching. Thanks for sticking with me all the way and listening to the stuff that I wanted to say. Sorry for the video quality again. I'll try and make it better the next time around. I think I'll turn off the audio that I'm hearing in my earphones, and I think that experience might be better. Hopefully, I skip less frames. Yeah. With that, thanks for watching. See you guys next week. Bye.